So my awesome surprise in the mail is my 2019 Passion Planner. I have used these planners for about 5 years since a friend introduced them to me, and I'll have a link below with a discount code for you guys too. Not sponsored, I just love this planner. All right, so if you look like you love it too, you can grab yourself a bound version like this, or you can actually go to their website and print it out for free. So they're a very cool company. Let me take you on a quick tour of some of the features that made me fall in love with it, and then I'm actually gonna show you. I know, so they shrunk it down a little bit for 2019, but I think, okay, we're gonna try to make it work. Here's my 2018 planner. I went and got like the super girly cutesy one. I really love this rose gold planner, but I'm going back to black for 2019. Just feeling like a little more serious vibe. 2018 was my like fun, expressive, laid back year, and now we're going hard back to business. So let's take a look at some of the things I love about this blank planner, and then I'm going to show you how I plan a week in my current 2018 planner. So just like a Moleskine notebook, the Passion Planner has a pocket right inside the back cover in case you need to keep receipts or stickers to decorate your planner, post-it notes, anything like that in there. It's also got some blank and dot gridded pages in the back that I only recently started using. Foolishly, I use them now to keep vision board pages, lists of things, mind maps of things. I use them for a lot, trackers, things like that. Of course, it's got the weekly spreads, the meat and potatoes of any planner where you can fill in your obligations, and they've even tabbed out the months this year. So starting right from the beginning, they give you instructions for how to get the most out of this planner. Read them. They're a lot of fun, and the whole point of this planner is to unlock all of the things you really want to be doing, not just write down, fold your laundry, take the dog to the vet, but really make sure that you give yourself time and space and a reminder to do the things that you love and the things that you mean to be doing to move forward in life and in the goals that you really have. Time can just drag by if we let it, and we'll do the same old things forever. The idea here is to make time and reminders and space for the things you really dream of. So this page is the Passion Roadmap. It's one of my favorite things about the planner. It's a structured way with a timed exercise to just give yourself a brain dump of everything that you have rolling around in your brain that you think you want to do and you should do and you might maybe do. It breaks it down into time-boxed categories, and then it helps you break it down on the facing page into steps that you should take or want to take or need to take. And then as we move on through the planner, there's steps in each week and day and month, or spaces rather, to add these steps for each day and week and month so that you are always working towards your goals, even if it's in the tiniest steps. We all know that as the owner of Tiny Fitness, I'm a fan of tiny steps. And yes, if you're wondering, my hand gestures don't really sync up with what I'm saying. I had recorded synchronous audio with this, but someone with 4 feet and a waggy tail was really loud and whiny through the whole thing, so it was very difficult to hear what I was saying. Moving on. We have the things every planner needs to have: a monthly spread where you can write down birthdays or whatever. You can also record things to do and things not to do. I have sometimes decorated these spreads just to give my ideas a beautiful place to live. So the monthly spread has a blank space in the bottom that's designed for you to copy over or map out, do whatever you want with the steps you need to take towards the goals you care about for that month. So you have them broken down there at the monthly level, and then we'll also see that at the weekly level on the next pages. For me, these spacious weekly spreads are where the magic happens. You have your day columns that are time boxed for you to add in your appointments and must-dos. You have a space where you can write in good things that happen for the week, your focus for the week, your focus for the day. To-do lists down in the bottom corner, broken up by personal and professional. There's also an academic version that talks about school, and then that blank space in the lower right for whatever you want to put. I usually put a sentence summarizing how I felt about the week, which is like a very, very basic one-line journal. My second favorite part of this planner is the monthly review. Of course, you could do a monthly review without the planner, but here's a reminder to go back and say what worked, what didn't, what should I change, what did I like, so on. And I'll go back through my sentences from each week to remind me of what I was really thinking as I look back at the data of my month. But basically, you have a solid record of how you used your time and how you intended to use your time, and you can see if you're really living the things you said you were going to do. And similarly, there's a year-end review for the whole planner where you can look back and evaluate your whole year. That's why I have kept my planners from all of these years. If nothing else, I would definitely keep these year-end review and maybe those monthly review pages as well, so that I can see how I'm growing and where I need to try to push myself to grow more. I've really evolved in how I've used my planner over the years, but let's just take a look at like the basics. So here's a spread from June, and it's just a planner, right? I wrote down the clients that I had a fun day planned. I didn't fill in any of the cool stuff. I didn't use the lists. and this is fine, right? This is fine. I used my planner in a way that worked for me. I wrote notes ahead of time. I have some spreads that are completely blank. I don't care if it's upside down. It's just totally blank, right? There was a time when I just didn't, like I didn't even do one of my monthly reflections. And I don't think I failed at using my planner. It took a long time for me to get to a point where I was using my planner consistently. I'll find my older planners for a future video so you can see how inconsistent I was, and it didn't matter because the planner was still serving its purpose. I've been trying to be organized with a calendar on paper for probably over 30 years. And it has just finally clicked for me in the last 2 or 3 years, in part because I needed this for my business and in part because I used to work in project management and I found out for myself how helpful it was to write things down and not try to keep everything up here. When I first sat down and wrote my to-do list for my business, I'm not kidding, I had over 600 things that I was trying to remember. I had deliberately taken 6 months off from making lists because in my prior corporate job, I had made so many lists to keep track of so many details, and I just wanted a break. But then I saw the value of not trying to remember 600 things because like that's not possible and it's also not worth it, and there's no way to try to do that and not be unnecessarily hard on yourself. If you end up getting a planner and it looks like this for half of the year or for like 11 months of the year, it doesn't matter. You're still learning, right? It's still helping you. It's still guiding you towards your goals. It's still a good physical reminder of what you're working toward. So this is a spread where I marked out all of my business appointments that were in green. My purple appointments are things that I needed to do for something else. My blue appointments are something else related to my business. And I used my to-do lists down here, right? Nice and basic. Before I work on any lists or anything, I'm gonna go ahead and just mark out the appointments that I know I have. Here's the final-ish look at the week ahead. Once I've done things with my time here, I'll be taking these tasks from these lists up to here. Anything else I think of that's just a regular business task, like bills and things I have to pay, I'll be putting down here. I can see I have some good blank spaces here to get things done, like my meal prep and tasks for my business. Otherwise, I've filled in what I plan to be doing for all of my workouts. And yeah. This would also normally be, oh, there's paper stuff all over me. Okay, this would also normally be my results check-in video. I do have results, I do have a check-in. It's a great check-in, it's my favorite one so far, but it's such a big update, I'm saving it for the next video. So sorry, I know it'll be a day late, but check back. Subscribe if you haven't so that you'll get the notification for that. Thanks for hanging out with me and planning with me. I'm so excited that my 2019 planner is here. I can't wait to get started. I'll confess, I always wait until January 1st to start actually doing stuff in the planner, but that doesn't mean I can't get it set up and stocked with the supplies and everything it's gonna need. In the meantime, I'm definitely ready for a new year, a fresh start. This has been a great year, but it's also been a tough year. Grown-up thing to say, I know, boring, and I'm ready for a new start. But in the meantime, I'm ready to hang out with you next time. Thanks for being here this time. We'll talk soon.